In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to make a full wedding website in Canva from start until you hit publish and share the link with your friends. We're going to be recreating this design from scratch, so you can follow along every step of the process. Also note that I'm using Canva Pro, so some of the elements throughout this video are a Pro feature, but you can always find a free alternative. From your main dashboard, find a website document, which will open up in a new blank canvas. At the top, you have an option to edit your canvas, change the colors and the position. So we will start with just applying color to the background section. And when you click on your canvas, when you see the purple border around the section, you will see you can change the height by dragging and dropping the lower end to make the section as long as you want. Now, of course, we need to add some content. In the left menu, you will find elements, and we will search for envelope. You can scroll through graphics or photos until you find one that you like, and simply click on it to apply it to your design. Because I want my envelope to stand out, I'm going to change the color of my background, so there's a bit more contrast between them. Next, we need the actual invite, so I will search for a paper texture, which you can resize, rotate, and adjust to your design preference. Next, we will add some text. Again, from our left menu, we will find text. Add a text box to our design, and type out your invitation. Once you're in your text box, you will see a menu appear at the top with all the font styling options, where you can choose fonts, sizes, alignment, and everything in between. If you're starting this wedding website more as a save the date, you can always add sections and pages later on. So just include the information that you currently need. I want to make sure that the two most important parts, the date and the location, are available right at the top when you first enter the website. Because right now our design is looking a little bit plain, I want to add some decorative elements. So going back to the Elements tab, I will search for some flower graphics and illustrations to style my design. Now, sometimes it can be hard to find elements that match in style, but Canva just released an amazing new tool that lets you change the style of any graphic. And it's incredibly easy to do. Let me show you. So as you can see, I'm going for a more watercolor vibe. So I found this pink floral that's a bit more flat, but let's change it into a watercolor. All you need to do is click on a graphic of the style that you like. And in the top navigation, you will find Style, Copy Art Style, and then click on the graphic that you want to change. This way you can create a really aesthetic set of matching graphics in a few easy clicks. Okay, getting back to the design, I found all the florals that I like. I rearranged them in a cute composition and made sure that the style is matching. Now I'm going to group them and send them to the background layer of our section, so they are visible behind the envelope. You can still edit grouped elements just by double-clicking on the group. Okay, this is already looking so cute. Now let's add some photos. I'm going to search for a photo frame where you can easily drag and drop your images and change them without having to change the layout each time. I'm using this section to share a bit about the couple and the love story or the engagement story. So I'm including some text box as well, paired with the engagement photos. To upload your own photos, just search for Upload on your left menu. Now let's preview our design. At the very top of your screen, you will find Preview button, which lets you preview your site on desktop and on mobile view. You have an option to resize the design on mobile, which means Canva will automatically detect what works better, but unfortunately you cannot customize it separately. It's important to keep in mind that Canva mobile view is not the best, it's just the current limitation of the platform, but you at least have the option to decide whether you want it resized on mobile or not. If your website has multiple pages, you also have the option to include the navigation menu at the top, but if you're just using a singular page, it's not really necessary. If you click on your section, you will see a little menu on the left where you can either lock, duplicate, or add a new section. But if you scroll down, you also have a big button to add section right under your design. I'm going to add a background image for some variety and use this section to provide a bit more information. I'm duplicating our photo frame from the top section just by clicking copy and paste. And under elements, I will search for a paper design to make a background for our text. You can play around with this so much. Canva has so many elements that you can use, both for free and pro version. So it really just comes down to your style. I kind of like this torn notebook page here, so I'm going to use that as the background for our text. And adding another section that I'm going to use for wedding itinerary. I have my texts pre-written, so I'm just copying and pasting it into regular text boxes and playing around with compositions. And maybe add another photo frame here. So let's preview our design now. And you'll notice right now I have the resize on mobile turned off, but if I turn it on, you will see that Canva split my wedding itinerary section into a vertical composition. So it kind of took whatever I had on my left side on top and then the right side underneath. And like I said, the mobile view is quite clunky, but there are a few hacks that you can play around with and see if it helps your design. So firstly, because the text was so close together, I will add a blank shape. If you click on R on your keyboard, the rectangle shape will appear. I'm going to color it in our background color, so it's kind of invisible. And I'm going to put the element on top of our right side text. This way the mobile view will recognize it as another element, and it will visually give us a bit more space between our heading and our text. So if you have overlapping elements like we have in our section above, you'll see that on mobile view they stay the same. But if we are to separate them a little bit, so one is on the left and one is on the right side, you will see it again converted it into a vertical composition. So this is a good thing to keep in mind while you're designing, once you know how the automatic mobile view works. Moving on, I'm going to add another photo just to create a little visual separation and add a section about travel and accommodation, so the people invited know all the information and have an easy journey to your event. Because I'm creating this kind of romantic analog-inspired design, I'm again gonna search for a paper, maybe with some lace, to add as a text background, add our details and the title. Because our design is split, again, the mobile view will automatically recognize it as a left and a right design, which will be converted in a vertical composition. I know I'm repeating this a lot, but mobile view can really be frustrating and it takes a lot of time to get right. But it is what it is. I hope there comes an update in the future where we're able to design the mobile view completely separately. Until then, let's continue with our design. I'm going to add another section for the menu and a section for registry. Now for the registry, you might want to include a QR code or a link, and it's super easy to do. On your left menu, find Apps and search for a QR code app. Then you can just copy and paste your URL from your registry to the URL box, and the app will generate a custom QR code. Because we want to make this link friendly for both mobile and desktop users, we are also going to create a separate clickable link just below it by adding a text box, highlighting our text, and adding a link to it. We can add some more decorative elements to our right side. And preview the section on mobile. I'm also going to include a frequently asked questions section, so we can minimize the unnecessary communication with our guests. Let's maybe add a photo in the background here. We have our paper texture to separate our text. And let's do a quick preview again. So I can see here that the questions and answers kind of blend together, which I'm gonna fix by making the questions bold. Now, as you can see, that's much easier to read as we have a clear hierarchy. However, if we wanted to keep the original layout like we have on desktop, you can group everything together, and you'll see that on mobile it stays the same. Now, of course, every wedding website needs an option to RSVP. So we are going to style this section with a link to a contact form. Now, there are a few different ways of how you can go about your RSVP. You can create a simple link and connect it with your Google Forms, or you can create an actual separate RSVP form directly in Canva. Now you know how you added sections before. Now we are going to add a page to our wedding website. By clicking the plus icon here below, we will create a new website page. Obviously, we can add some text, some graphic elements to decorate it, and then create our custom form. Under Elements, you can find Forms, which is a new native Canva feature, so no third-party apps required. And you can select from multiple designs, which, like with everything in Canva, you can customize further. If you click on the form, it will take you to the settings, so you can adjust your questions, add more, and go through all of your styling settings, like changing the colors, the fonts, and buttons. If we go into the grid view, we can rename our pages. And I'm just gonna name this one RSVP, and the first one can be an invite, welcome, home, or whatever. Now going back to our RSVP button, we're going to click Add Link. And if we scroll down, we'll see pages in this document. So you can link the second page with the form to this button. I'm gonna put on some finishing details and then we can preview the full site. I filled out a form in the preview, so you can see how it looks like from your end. If you click on the form, you will see all of your responses. You can also link them to a sheet, so a separate document. That's a bit more easier and clearer to see, like a full spreadsheet. So this is where all of your RSVPs will be collected from the form. Now that everything's working perfectly, it's time to publish our website. At the top right, you have a big Publish Website button, which will prompt you to add your site address and subpath to create a custom URL or a shareable link for your site. Now, this site address is what you will want to send over to your guests. If you already have a custom domain or want to add one, you can also purchase it right here. So you can click on Get a New Domain. It will ask you if you already have one or if you want to buy a new one, and you can just follow the steps. Once everything is ready, you can just click Publish. Canva will prepare your design, and you can view your live website right here. I hope everything was clear and that you were able to follow along. But if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. I always try to help as much as possible. So feel free to reach out or share with me how your designs turned out. I would be really excited to see. And if you're new here, hi, I'm Anna. I'm the brand and web designer behind Studio Bressi. And on this channel, I share easy to follow design tips alongside with Squarespace and Canva tutorials to help you feel more confident and creative as you bring your designs to life. Thank you for watching and happy creating!